Yo, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am back with another episode of No HESI in ASSETTO CORSA. Now, today I am driving two cars. I would say I would put them in the luxury to luxury sport category, maybe even a supercar, because this is a LC500, to be more specific, the Lexus LC500 Liberty Walk Edition. Yes, that makes it a wide body. Now, why would you want a wide body while splitting traffic? Because it's fucking fun. You'll see during this episode, I am driving this car and then I am driving a G37 later on. You can see the animation there that he's shifting as if it's a manual transmission, but there is no clutch. It's what they call a semi-automatic, so I have to use the paddle shifters when driving this LC500. I personally like using the shifter, but sometimes, you're just having one of these days where I'm not cutting as close to the traffic as I can. I'm kind of just going faster than normal, but not too fast, where I can still get, kind of a good long run. But at this point, I'm not really competing. I'm not trying to get a personal best. I'm just enjoying the car. This thing is like a fighter jet. Looking at the Starlight mod and looking at the LCD screens and the flames coming out of the hood. I mean, just the sound of this car is nuts, and you get in that little bit of a rhythm or a mode or a trance where, you're kind of, you're immersed and all you want to do is just drive. And sometimes it's good to have these kind of runs because it can kind of teach you what to do when you start getting a little better and better and better, and how some of these cars can handle at high speeds. Some can't take the quick jerk of the steering wheel. You'll lose control. Some you need to use engine braking while braking. Some you shouldn't engine brake at all. Some you might even need just a tiny pull of the e-brake. Every car is different, and you learn them as you go. And just like me, I'm gonna have my favorites, but most of my favorites are the ones where I can use my shifter. Now, this LC500, it has just a little over 900 horsepower. It can go a little over 170 mile an hour. Some cars that now only go about 170 used to go over 200, but when their handling is too good, I think they tried to even it out. And it's either you can get some top speed but you lose some handling, or you gain a bunch of handling but you lose top speed. Personally, I prefer the handling, but as I get better, I'm going to want the speed as well. Personally, I like the handling, but as I get better, I'm going to want the speed as well. Now, I did like the LC500. I'll probably use it in the future. Again, I don't like that it uses the paddle shifters, but a lot of vehicles are going to be like that. The next vehicle I'm going to be driving is the Infiniti G37 No HESI spec. And with this thing, I will be able to use my shifter, but there is no animation for shifting. So it kind of looks like it's automatic, but I am shifting. This is another one of those vehicles with the Starlight mod. It's got the nice RPM LEDs on the steering wheel. It's just got a great interior with the lighting and the mood setting. And it's a really good vehicle to drive when you're in one of those trances I was talking about, when you're just wanting have some runs, try to get some long runs in a car that just looks great, sounds great, and keeps you in a focus where, you can just put on some music, maybe smoke a little weed, have a movie on in the background, and just drive. So this G37 is going to have just under 600 horsepower at 592 horsepower. Not a bad setup. It feels like you get to use all of the car. For example, the LC500, the Liberty Walk, I don't think I ever got to 7th gear, and I'm pretty sure there is a 7th gear. But with this car, you can kind of stay between, just a couple of gears, and then you have those small times where you really have to slow down, or you can get into that 3rd gear. I did see that No HESI came out with another new car, a Toyota Supra. When I get a chance, I'm going to have to give that one a shot. We did try out the 1,000 horsepower fucking monster. I couldn't keep it on the track, but it was a lot of fun. This new one looks like it's going to be a little bit slower, but a little more agile. I'll be able to control it. And I do like me a JDM car for the most part. I am hunting down old JDM cars and semi-old JDM cars, mostly classics. even vehicles I've never really I've thought about, like ever, like wanting to drive, even thinking it would be like a car that I would be interested in, and then I end up getting in a try. I'm like, wow, okay. Besides that Volkswagen, I'll probably never drive that Volkswagen Golf again. They did have a Focus RS all-wheel drive that I gave a shot. It did only have around 350 horsepower, so it's basically a stock vehicle, and that thing was all over the road. It looked like a vehicle straight out of Tokyo Drift. There is a VTEC server as well. I want to spend a little bit more time in driving a whole bunch of just classic Hondas, the Del Sols, the Civics. There's even a 1,000 horsepower Honda Odyssey, a minivan, a grocery getter. You know what's funny is both of these cars, the Infiniti that I'm driving now and the LC500 that I was driving at the beginning of the video, and a lot of other cars as well, actually have this digital touchscreen, the navigation unit basically, and you can actually interact with it. And you can, like, if you have your Spotify open and playing music, it'll like show the album cover and the time frame of which the song is playing. You can also open up YouTube and play videos, and for some reason I cannot get my computer and the game to commingle to where I can play a YouTube video. I've seen others do it, like it's no problem, but as soon as I do it, it crashes the game, basically crashes the computer, and then my antivirus gets rid of the game, just deletes it and doesn't even tell me. Next thing you know, I have to go into Steam, reinstall, do all the reinstall all the mods and get everything working the way I wanted it. Sadly, one of the post-processing filters that I was using, AC Realism, that showed like a lot of really good night sky. Apparently that dude that created the filter actually stole it. So when I went to go re-download it after reinstalling the game, after spending a good chunk of Thursday night trying to completely fix, just to get to work again so that I could play it, I went to go get the post-process filter and it was gone. And basically there was a lot of people in comment sections accusing him of, you know, charging people through Patreon for these filters even though he stole it. And I've been getting emails like crazy through the Patreon of basically this guy saying that he is working like day in, day out trying to create a new filter. But at this point, I think I'm just going to stay away from that little community of AC Realism. And I'm going to just keep using the different Pure and Soul process filters. As you can see, the lightning looks very good. You know, I don't have the rain turned on. For some reason, I can't get that working again either. That is one of the first mods I had ever really installed because I loved the realism and the immersion of it raining, especially with the raindrops on the windshield and whatnot. It just looks really good. And I mean, what's the point of having a really powerful gaming computer if you can't abuse it for the most realistic mods and graphics that you can possibly get? You know what I mean? Now, as far as No HESI and their servers, they actually have some future events coming up where they're going to be testing out some new cars, and I hope I'm able to align my schedule in time where I can test out some of these new cars and give my feedback. I mean, it's one of my favorite parts of this game is just all of the different cars that are available to you and all the different ones that you can learn and just get immersed in. I love it. But yeah, I'll probably dig in sometime this week and see what I can do about getting the rain to work again. You can obviously see the lightning, the storm. Sometimes you can actually hear the rain, but you just don't see any. And a little fun fact about the rain is it's kind of the reason I got the game in general. I've been seeing it. I have seen clips of it. I knew it wasn't just something easy to install and play, so I stayed away. And then I saw a YouTube short of somebody, I think, driving this car in the rain at night with some music, and I'm just like, wow, that looks like something I want to immerse myself in. And now here we are. For those that also want to play this game and cut some traffic, you can join my Discord down below. I'm sure you can do some Google searches as well. I'd be more than happy to help you with what I know. Not everything sticks in my memory, but there are some there's some basics I'd be more than happy to help people out with. So there's a link down in the description for the Discord and my Twitch whenever I am streaming on the weekends. Usually it is this game. You never know, I might end up streaming some other games as well. This just isn't the best video game to do live commentary while recording. So if you want to come hang out, it's twitch.tv/ImCarbon. And if you want to be ever so kind, hit that subscribe button. I'd like to start getting new fans out there besides the Call of Duty ones that I gained years ago. And for those Call of Duty fans that are still hanging around, you guys are the number ones, man. The number fucking ones. It has been really nice to see some old names pop up in chat, in the YouTubes, and in the comment section when I upload and go live. Sadly, I just think Call of Duty fucking blows now. It is absolutely terrible. I was watching somebody used a silenced sniper rifle in Warzone, and it sounded like a laser gun, like a ray gun, every time he shot it. Like, there's no way a sniper rifle sounds like pew. Just stupid. Sounds like a gun straight out of Star Wars. I don't know how. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know how a lot of people can still be playing that game and enjoy it and pretend like it was anywhere near the level of like Blackout and Black Ops 4. Ever since Modern Warfare, it just went completely down the drain. So yeah, it's a great game to lose myself in, start uploading again on, create some shorts. You know, at least until Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. I've been trying to read up on a bunch of leaks for that game. Looks like it is going to be console only for at least a year or two, which blows. It sucks to have an amazing gaming computer, and then I'm gonna have to play Grand Theft Auto on like a fucking PlayStation. Anyways, it's a great time to be alive for video games, you know? Eventually Grand Theft Auto will come out, and then there'll be roleplay servers for it, and that'll be immersive for me as well. It's just nice to get away from like the first-person shooter competitive games that I basically played my entire life growing up until like 2020. You know, that's when I really delved deep into the Grand Theft Auto roleplay series and, you know, had an amazing community in there, still do. Man, I am excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. If you guys are as well, if you guys like the videos, like these cars, want to see more, this run just ended. Sadly, again, I'm going to be going for these high scores very soon. Once the No HESI leaderboards start back up, I can't wait for it. So again, please leave that like, leave that subscribe, and until next time, peace.